Okay. I think we are live now. Hello, everyone. My name is Mitchell Mander, and welcome to my live stream. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of Genshin Impact. What? Okay, just kidding. Okay, so we finally got version 5.6. It just came out. So, what we're going to do here, as what I do whenever I start these versions, we are going to test out our new characters. We'll do her story quest tomorrow. Paralogism. Actually, I'm going to retitle this really quickly. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Okay. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. We have a new boss somewhere. Apparently at this new location over here, totally not Mare Jivari. I don't know why they don't call it just where it is. Wherever the Mare Jivari is. If we're even going to get it at this point. I have no idea.
Going out to have fun is...
Alright, anyways, let's try our new character. And then we will get started with the Archon quest. Alright, let's see how Escoffier is.
Goose on the loose! Off to the freezer!
Oh. Okay, she's actually kind of fun.
Ring cutter! Leave the wounded to me! A little amuse-bouche! A burst of flavor!
You know, I wasn't planning on getting her, but she's actually kind of fun. I might actually change my mind.
Let me leave you a... Let's keep going, team!
Let's get going, team!
A dash of frosting!
I'm Nika, guys. Boink. Okay, I like her. I like her playstyle. Oh, great. I didn't realize she was running with Navia. I need to get her up in Constellations, too. Dang it. And if I recall correctly, they put down an Inazuma ban, so, well, rip my wallet. Hello, buddy. He's doing pretty good. Yep. Oh, ended that one fast. Oh yeah, I forgot Aoife's out. Let's see how Aoife plays. Oh, hello. What's up, bro? No way, bro.
Mind the wind.
No way, bro. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Mind your step.
Ring cutter!
Tell me what you see. Midnight Phantasmagoria. Here. Come here, you little rascal. Let's go.
Riff Hounds. What?
Let me leave you a verse. No, my son.
Go. You're free now. As you wish, me Fräulein.
Oh, I finished him.
Mind your step.
He's okay. I like him though. Auroron. Of course he's get a rerun with Aoife, his bro. Hmm? Oh, come on, man. Yeah, unfortunately, Aoife's a 4-star. I was pretty upset when I found that out.
Farewell.
I missed.
Stand clear. Time to act.
Official is still unmatched in this regard. Hello.
Time to say hello.
Wings of darkness. Come.
He has a really good. Aurora's got a good burst, though.
Ring cutter.
Farewell. Tell me what you see. Midnight Phantasmagoria. No rest for the wicked.
Enhanced animal modules. Witness the power of the rock. Rain outlines your fate.
Go! You're free now! He's free!
Wings of darkness. Come. Animal test 60.
Alright. Aurora doors. Oh, hey. I like how you just go back to the older characters, like, well, back to the generic domain now.
Don't be
I
scared.
wonder what they're gonna do for Nod Cry.
Oh, so sorry.
I hope they do, they continue the same thing they've done with Natlin for Nod Cry.
Ready, steady, go! Let's dance. Oh, mine to command.
I'm excited for Nod Cry, but, like, I heard that Mare Jivari is not coming out in 5.7, and I'm pretty upset about that.
Freeze!
So, are we not getting a summer event? Or is Mare Jivari just coming out later? I have been waiting for that for like almost the whole entire time I've been playing this game, dude.
Cool it!
Talk about this being like this super scary place,
Frostbite.
The night is cold.
and then it gets delayed again. In fact, all the maps for version 5 have been kind of just scattered. It's like the opposite of like Inazuma. I feel like we got spoiled with that, because with that we got the initial release, 2 expansions, and then 2 sub areas, Economy and Chasm. They gave us a lot during that time. Anyways, I'm gonna switch to my other team, because apparently I heard the new boss, you need to use a cryo character, and I have just the character for that. I'm gonna find my my Ayaka. I'm waiting for Skirk to come out. I heard that she's gonna be cryo, but I've heard some not so great things about her, so hopefully she ends up being good. Anyways, let's look at this interlude Archon quest. Oh, yes! I wonder... Unfortunately, we're going to find out who is voiced and who is not voiced. My understanding is Venti's unvoiced here, but will eventually be voiced soon. But for the purpose of right now, yeah, I heard some things. I pay attention, you know. I was gonna say, where's Timmy? But I'm like, wait a second, it's nighttime. I was like, oh my gosh, what'd they do to poor Timmy? He's supposed to be out here protecting his pigeons. But apparently Dawn's coming, so, you know. I'd expect him to just, like, appear out of nowhere here. Come on. What did they do to Timmy? Is the situation in Mondstadt so dire that they, that he just disappeared? Yeah, he might come. Oh, yeah. I already read that. Sorry. Oh, there he is! Timmy, you're alive! I thought you disappeared! I thought you were a goner! Apparently, Windbloom is going on. But that's not the flagship event. It seems like Windbloom is just tied into this Archon quest, so... I guess we'll see what's going on. We gotta save the day again. What would this world do without me? Hello? What the... What's this? Return to special story mode. Oh, hello. Oh, actually, that's a good thing. That way you don't just trigger random events. You can just go right into this, and yeah. Then you won't have any issues, right? Okay. Okay.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Anyways, guys, if you're here and you haven't liked the video, go ahead and do that. It helps spread the word. Maybe we can get some more people up in here. Anyways, return to special story mode. Let's do it! Yes! Well, that's what this stream is for, so let's do it! Here we go, guys.
Wow, the city is all decked out. Oh, it's beautiful. Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Sure, let's go. Going up.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Well, at least you're voiced.
Hey, Catherine. Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But
Feel
free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Oh, do tell.
Take a look around, huh?
No. I will take a look around, I guess.
It's finally Windbloom, and here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa, something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
What was that noise?
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do.
Hold on a sec. I thought there was something roaming around in my kitchen, but it seems like it was just my imagination. Anyways, moving on.
The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
I what?
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Oh, he got dumped. That sucks, man.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Maybe. he friend-zoned her. And that's why she's like, yep, can't do this anymore.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over?
I can't believe it, man.
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Okay, what's got you down in the dumps?
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
Right?
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
That's odd.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
Uh-oh.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
So, what happened when we were gone?
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Doesn't she like D-Luke? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that one of her, like, lines, is that she's, like, simping over D-Luke?
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on D-Luke, right?
I knew it. I was right.
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Well, D-Luke. I'm sorry, man. Oh, hey, look who it is. It's
Is that Captain Kaya?
Kaya.
Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
What? Okay, so she's gonna be simping for Kaya now? Okay, that's funny. Ah, no! He's unvoiced! No! I guess I'm gonna have to do his lines. I'm flattered, Miss Donna. Although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
Ah, dang it. Why? I intend to, my dear, but first a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master D-Luke was the object of your affections. Thanks for the emotes. I'm trying my best.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master D-Luke came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore.
Keep up those emotes. Thank you, by the way.
If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love.
Okay, yeah, something odd is going on here. People are just falling out of love suddenly, so, yeah, that's a little odd.
But then I saw you, And it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
Oh, that's what it is. I understand, and I'm flattered. I was able to bring back the butterflies, but I do need to see to some business, so I'll take my leave. She lost her love for him. Yep.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find, so Mitchell, or Traveler, Paimon. How have you been? All good. How about you, yourself, and the rest of the Knights of Favonius? The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Paralogism. Spill the beans.
Should I turn my attention to Captain Kaya? Oh, but it's not like Master Diluc did anything wrong.
Oh,
Sorry, man.
Beatrice. What's going on with her?
Oh, where's that other guy? Oh, that's him.
Don't worry. I'll find a way and work things out.
Oh, what? Oh, I can't. Oh, it locked out all my stuff. Okay. Okay, alright. Anyways. Oh, I can't even I can't teleport at all. I don't think that's a great thing to do. It kind of cuts down, you know, my time now. I can't teleport closer. Granted, we're not too far away, but still. Like, at least cut my commute down a little bit. Am I right? Anyways, how are you all doing, by the way? I think there was like 5-6 people here. What's up, y'all? Welcome in. Might need another character. Do me a favor, if you could go ahead and hit that likey like button. If you want to join the chat and talk to me, yeah, go right ahead. If not, if you want to, you know, lurk, that's fine. We love our lurkers here. Just, I'm trying my best, y'all. I have a family to feed. Oh, what? Alright, let's see. Eula.
Ah, Kaya. You found them.
Well, at least Eula's voiced. Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Eula, my love.
Whoa, headquarters are packed. What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order.
Your name is Note. Allow me. You have Note, the captain of the second company. Sekrion, the captain of the third company. Eula, the captain of the fourth company. And me, of course, the captain of the ninth company.
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
What's up, Master Jean? Oh, Jean! Please be voiced. No! She's not voiced. Mitchell, Paimon, thank you for coming. Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside. Ah, yes, that would be the captains. You know a few of them already. But I'm sure there are some new faces. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains and the Knights of Favonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
You know what they say about Master Jean? a certain little line that Klee has. That's well, not in game, obviously, but if you know what I mean. Master Jean's yeah. If you know, you know. I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt, of course. In the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the Church. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold chivalric, justice in the spirit of our order. And the Church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Hold on. A group of people we saw in the corridor just now. There was someone missing. Where's Albedo?
Right. He's the captain of the investigation team. But we didn't see him out there.
A keen observation, traveler. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Yeah, do tell. Jean, it's time. Understood. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. Well, here we go. Sucrose. Hey, D-Luke. Please sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm. No matter what you hear, I need to head over there. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. We've never been in here before. To my knowledge. Now that everyone's gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, Jean, I can't pronounce her last name. Gunhildur. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. We'll oversee today's proceedings. Oh, hello, new character, Dahlia. Mr. Dahlia, the deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as an assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case. Oh, Rosaria's here.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Look at how sad he looks. Certain aspects of this case are classified and remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial will not be open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown. Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Miss Hertha, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Miss Hertha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Excuse me, what? He killed someone?
Murder?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, She saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Beatrice, the girl from before? Beatrice, so is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier?
Well, I was out late that night on business, and when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body.
Oh my.
Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. And let me guess, Albedo is unvoiced. Yep! I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, I must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
Oh God, his voice. If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene.
Yo, what's up, Mass Chihuahua Man? How you doing?
The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
And yet no victim has been identified. Correct? I'm doing pretty good, just playing some Genshin over here. Just chilling. Thank you for being here.
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Nice, nice. That's good. I'm glad you're here, though. we be chilling. Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? Yeah, and just an FYI, I am voicing all the characters that are voiceless, if it isn't obvious. I may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and a captain of an investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive. And she doesn't have a reason to lie, yeah. Guess we'll see, let's see if Mr. Albedo gets in trouble or not. He's sent to jail forever.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
A second charge?
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery.
A second victim? Double false crimes, let's go, yep. The area between Dragonspine and the Dawn Winery.
I now call the second witness to the stand.
And who might that be?
Wait, that's...
Oh. D-Luke. D-Luke? Is D-Luke voiced or not? Let's find out. Please tell the court what you saw. Ah, he's not voiced. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male. Tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from 2 separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. D-Luke was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. It just happened to be at the right place at the right time. That's all. Master D-Luke is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo, yet the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
A box. And this is what looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now, it does beg the question, if the burial was flesh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one that can answer that. Careful now, Master D-Luke. I do believe I hear the presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with a student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws on the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning with Mr. Albedo present. And Sucrose is not voiced. That's right. We were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes. And I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
And she's under pressure, and we know her personality. I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There has been no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
Correspondence? Oh no! The envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth.
Facts need conclusive evidence. True dat.
The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Petrifaction. I can't speak! Petrification and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, and the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation, and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
I trust the investigators have confirmed this is to be the defendant's handwriting, and that letter makes it more a passing mention of petrification and refinement. Sorry, can't pronounce y'all.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
Albedo's about to go to jail. I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Ha! Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. Oh boy. Did he go in the Fortress of Maripede? Oh, dang. Sucrose looks pretty disappointed. People in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Gene stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get the strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter. A secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me a secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what? Following in Reindar's footsteps, just because he's an alchemical creation, that would only make him more suspicious. Rosario not voiced. Well, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. For us? Yes, you are needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
Who is he? You'll know when you get there. Go on. No. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. Oh, I was going to take a pee break, but I guess I'll... Give me 1 second. Quick pee break. And then we'll do our recollections.
Anything the knights can do for you?
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me turn the light on for Matt, and then we will continue.
Anything the knights can do for you?
Who said that?
A blade
I heard someone
embraces its
talking.
duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Alright, let's review our recollections. How y'all doing tonight? Thank you for showing up, by the way. If you haven't hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. If you want to join the chat, do so. Or if you want to lurk, that's fine. Either way, you are appreciated here. Oh, what the heck? Shadows Immense Snowstorms review. You and Paimon went to Dragon's House of Albedo, who was conducting research there. Some questions about alchemy. Only encounter a series of strange events, strange soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced, and ransacking and theft of alchemical notes at the campsite. Albedo disappearing after the chat outside a cave, but having no memory of the incident. At the same time, Eula encountered Albedo elsewhere on the mountain, attempting to lead a child away. He attacked Eula upon being discovered. You were able to confirm the presence of the mysterious figure impersonating Albedo. Running battle ensued, ambushing and being ambushed, hunting and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated the giant mutant whopper flower posing as him. Yet there were more than 2 people wearing that face on the mountain. Hey, that's the 2.3 event. You know, Genshin, you could, rerun those events, because, there were plenty of people that maybe weren't playing the game then, and then you could, rerun it at some point. That would be great if you guys could do that. I started in 2.1, so I missed everything, before that. Unreconciled stars, am I right? Kind of would be hard now that we got with Scaramouche erasing himself from Irminsul, so I don't know how they would work that event. If they were to rerun it. Anyways, okay. So are there 2 Albedos? Anyways, I can see where I need to go. It is pointing me like way that way. All right, let's go. Do. Is there any treasure that I missed? Nope, I've got all the treasure here, I think. I'm an expert. And away we go! Dr. Livingstone, please. I don't have time for this. I gotta save the world, okay? I gotta save the world, and I don't know what you need from me, but it can't be that important. Hello. Oh. Can we look on and see, Hey, look, there's Fontaine over there. I wonder where Dormant Port is going to be. I wonder when we're actually going to get that. Hello, hello, hello. Who could this be? Oh, hello, Venti. And Venti's on voice. So I'm going to try my best to do my Venti impression. Well, hello. I can't do it. Hello, traveler Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Oh, hello, newbie.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
Oh, we sassy. So you called us here so we could meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat.
And why haven't you appeared in the game before now?
After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Oh, so he knows who Venti really is. Okay, I see.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Man. And yet Barbara doesn't know this. Don't worry. Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Oh, you just tell him everything? Oh, hey, I can see those water cubes from Fontaine. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does it better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
You haven't called him Tone Deaf Bard yet, so kind of out of character at the moment, Paimon. Oh yeah, I knew from the moment Rhine-Daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The What? Oh. Cryptrin something, I don't know. I can't pronounce. A pertinent specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. What do you know about the situation, Venti? Me? Well, I know Albedo's a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt. Even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
You share your observations with Venti and Dahlia.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught and an empty shell. Cruel is said fate. Cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Finally called him Tone Deaf Bard. Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least that's what Barbados would say. That's what you would say! A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like this. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. So, if only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in this time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it. Me?
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Haha. Well, well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being the honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold. While guilt-tripping us into saving Mondstadt.
Ooh! Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty!
Oh, this? Don't worry, I've removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Just say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. You don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days? Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. We'll do our best to uncover the truth. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
Indeed, your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados? Serious? Haha, you give him too much credit.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the animal Archon.
Is that so? I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. Perhaps you should pray to him and find out.
Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
Oh, you know that? You know the what? Forget about Barbados, Dahlia. Treat me to a drink instead. You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
A dear friend like you? Never.
Oh, this guy. Oh, here we go again. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone, but Varka once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Traveler Paimon. Perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me, but I need you two to start investigating the case. Investigate the case? Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. What? Okay, so I'm just getting thrust into this? You want us to join the joint investigation? Are you sure we're just adventurers after all? No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on this defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I'll look into the case on my own. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, Traveler. You've never failed us on our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Then again, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the second floor. I'm counting on you. Alright. Thank you for agreeing to investigate. We're counting on you. Alright. You're welcome. Wait. It's so weird going up here.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
Well, thank you, Kaya.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work on my own. I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at you.
Alright, time to investigate.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Investigate the book. There's a stack of books on the desk mostly related to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols and others have been S-shaped, or triangle symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Underneath the book? The desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hard cover book to strike the desk. Resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It is very well hidden. Lock mechanism is complex. Seems like it involves elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. Then the compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the blank project. I must take advantage of this opportunity. Blank project. What could that be?
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
Duran, maybe? The note mentioned festering forces, would suggest that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. If this is something to do with the creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third appears to be Dragonspine. Hello. Oh, that appears to be where those bodies supposedly were placed at. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in that last location. Or at the very least, the one that remains of one.
What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
That was quick. Dodo.
Oh, Venti's calling. Let's answer.
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff, alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So Albedo's researching something that doesn't help with this case, huh? You share what you learned with Venti. Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creations, there will be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say, could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. I don't think the handwriting was faked, and the note sounded like him. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Denial. Oh yeah. Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does this mean even Venti no longer believes in him? Remaining objective is its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
You're kind of suspicious, my man. Oh, hey, what's up, Devin? Mine is the drill that will pierce the heavens. Oh, I think I know exactly what you're referring to.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
If that's...
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
I was gonna say, is that Gurren Lagann that you're referring to, Devin?
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
That's what I thought.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Lockbox sits in the match bears sign of wear. Such the importance of whatever lies within the box likely remains locked most of the time. Now the lid remains wide open as if the owner forced to leave in a hurry and didn't have time to lock it. Perhaps the letter intercepted by the investigators was once stored here. Remaining contents shouldn't hold much weight as conclusive evidence, but you still get a strange feeling after reviewing them. Yeah, I was gonna say, I haven't watched that. I watched that like a long time ago. It's really good. An elegant penmanship, the letter reads, in addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion. Materials of Archon formation required for human transmutation. Oh, hello. That's the next death battle, Simon versus the Digger. It's pretty wild because the power levels in that series get bonked. Oh yeah, it gets crazy towards the end. Yeah. Fun series though. Formations of these records likely originate from the Conrian art of chemia. Oh, Conrian mentioned. But relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time. So I can't guarantee that there are no errors or omissions. As a thanks for your past assistance, I've enclosed the records of this letter. But that doesn't mean I support your pursuit of research ethics side. I'm not convinced that it's even possible to create a human with existence identical to our own. The idea of the dynamic of creator and creation could exist within the same species is a cause for concern. Even with a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. Signature belongs to an unfamiliar name, one that also appears in the alchemy book nearby. You skim through the preface and learn that the author is an old and accomplished alchemist. The person is likely a friend of Albedo's alchemic circle, someone who owed Albedo a favor but also urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research.
Human transmutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that?
Sounds like a certain other series that has to do with alchemy, if you know what I mean. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that.
Doesn't look good, but this letter can't directly prove that Albedo did anything. A technique like this is too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it hasn't been brought up in the trial. There's a test tube on the shelf with some black powder residue at the bottom. Next to it lies neatly a written note. Chalk is the next stage after soil, but the current available materials are still sufficient to construct a stable structure.
Nope. No idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
There's some of the ones you've seen before, but the contents are different this time. Always, the penmanship is impeccable, careful and neat, serving elegance and its uniformity, much like the man himself. One of the notes reads, perfect petrification, pultrification, should be regarded as a counter-simulation to the process of life, a highly efficient and destructive spell of rot. Upon use, the target will decay within an extremely short period of time, turning into dust that is nearly invisible to the naked eye before dissipating into the air. I think that's everything.
Since you have Master Jean's permission, you're free to investigate the office anytime.
Can we go up any further? Okay. Never mind. Okay, let's... Oh, hello. Let's go to Dragonspine, I guess. I haven't been here in a while. Matt's home. Get ready to say hi to him. You know, I probably should go over here instead. Get ready to say hi to Matt, guys. I might wait for him to come in. I think I see something. Gosh, it is nostalgic coming here at Dragonspine. Still one of my favorite areas in this game. Hello?
Hey.
How's it going?
What's going?
Beast Mode God 1 says hi. I'll let you come through first.
I'm gonna be a second.
Oh, you're going to be a second?
This looks like me unpacking something.
Oh, another thing?
Yeah, I got a package.
I guess I'll proceed.
We should be getting close. Oh, look over there! Something seems off.
Carefully examine the ground. Although everything is covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty, and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this, or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body.
Coming through?
Almost. I can't keep getting away with this.
I was gonna say, again, we gotta move that at some point.
I know. Once it gets to that point, I'll take it down and do the thing.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole, or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did this, all this, why not remove the traces of the others? If Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? Okay.
Right now, I'm coming through.
Alright, this is your time.
Have fun.
Yep. You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I see. Complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public. I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
Second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Yeah. that guy's kind of looking mighty suspicious right now. What's up with him snooping around? Miles. Oh, well. Gotta wait 2 days. Well, boink. Let's get up bright and early.
Something you wish...
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Let's go. Hi, you two. Let me know if you're ready. We'll head out. Ready. Alright, follow me. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we all convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as an assessor. Ms. Hertha represents the prosecution, and Ms. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. Ms. Hertha, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains.
Uh-oh.
In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T.
Uh-oh.
The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Uh-oh. Hansel man? 46 years old, marital status, single, occupation hunter, consistent with the conclusion that in the last trial his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. Damage on the femur bone Mr. Deluc found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hansel Man. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Oh, Miss Donna. Another one? Huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Deluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
That's kind of, suspicious, don't you think? Huh?
I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Diluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction, and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place.
That's why she stopped crushing on Diluc?
If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation.
Interesting.
Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. Uh-oh, maybe she'll be in love with him again. Yep, I knew it just like that. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
Special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence we found in Albedo's office. Following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter. Locations of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Uh-oh. 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 Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. Do you realize that that's basically a mission of guilt, don't you? Evidence against you is now nearly insurmountable. No! Please! Mr. Albedo! Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound upon the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I always have. I've never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hertha, you presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that, but I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious but unfazed. What does he... Does it mean he really didn't do anything untoward? He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? Brushing off the snow. If it was a hint, then it must be something to do with Dragonspine, which reminds me, one of the locations on the map we found was in Dragonspine, wasn't it? Traveler, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. Yes. Can you tell us what you found? You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? The first marked location. It reminds that Beatrice saw Albedo use alchemy to dig up a hole and bury a body there. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes nearby. Taken together, the evidence seemed to suggest that Albedo killed someone and concealed the body. The second marked location between Dragon's Eye and Dawnwine, where Diluc saw Albedo bury a body of an adult male. Diluc described nearly the same events as Beatrice, excuse me. There is no reason for them to collude against Albedo, so their testimony must be trustworthy. Diluc found teeth and a femur bone at the scene. Donna confirmed this version, and it's because she was also there that night. The two should have no reason to set Albedo up. Despite her crush, Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get Diluc's attention. Not to mention, Donna's been acting strange since before the trial. Third marked location of Dragon's Mine. We only knew about it because we found that map in the hidden compartment. Our investigation found and discovered a hole beneath, blah 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 blah, beneath the snow, big enough to hide a human body. There was also claw marks around the area, but there was no body in the remains, or any remains whatsoever. According to forensic results, belonging to Monster citizen, witness account suggests Albedo was the last person to come in contact with this body. Ugh. The way to really use alchemy to reduce the body into a few bones, and does that mean he's the killer? Aha! Difference between the marked locations. We have marked these 3 locations on the map found in the hidden compartment. There must be some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all 3 locations are likely used to hide the bodies. The holes dug in each area certainly seem big enough. But unlike the first 2 locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the 3rd location. No witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragon's Mine is home to all manners of monsters and wildlife. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? Why wasn't that the case in the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which means the hole in the 3rd location has been there longer than the other 2. But the hole in the 3rd location wasn't made around the same time. Does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? Dragon's Mine's ecosystem? Dragon's Mine has a frigid climate that is covered in snow all year round. Even so, it's home to various monster creatures that can withstand the cold. Senpai, a question for you. Do you support LGBTQ? Yeah. You're fine. I consider myself an ally. Anyways, deep within the mountain lies the remains of an even more mysterious creature, Durin. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, it still possesses a peculiar life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened in Dragon's Mine. Most people know Albedo is an alchemist and captain of the investigation team. But in truth, he is, a synthetic human created by one of the 5 sinners, Rhine-daughter, Gold. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. He's also a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that if he did commit a crime, it would likely be well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will towards humanity, and he also still seems like his normal self. As a friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. It would only make things worse for him. Aha. Encounters on Dragon's Mine. I almost forgot. Paimon and I encountered someone on Dragon's Mine who looked exactly like Albedo. We weren't the only ones. Wait a second. Someone looks exactly like him? I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. To make an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts, too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo is trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I am the one who investigated the office I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the two cases addressed in the previous trial, established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case in the third location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was done by one person, why wasn't the third scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't their traces removed? In addition, the markings around the third location weren't fresh, which suggests that the dragon spine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, traveler.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location. And the map was found in his notes.
Yo, let's go, Brickloader. What's up, yo? What's up, man? Welcome in.
That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to Mitchell's point, or the traveler's point. Just chilling in Nels. Nice. Gotcha. Hope you're having fun out there. If all I cared about was proving my innocence. Gotcha. Well, safe travels, my friend. Love you too, bro. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
Oh, great. Now he just incriminated himself. There were indeed bodies at each location. I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine. Oh. Well, goodbye. I'll just lock him up.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region and to eliminate me in secret. Eula knows. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body on the mountain, a 3rd location marked on the map. Oh, so you're telling the person that was impersonating Albedo in that scenario escaped?
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day.
Yeah, that's right.
The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area.
Referencing an event from 4.5 years ago. 3.5 years ago, excuse me.
If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
If you would let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So, someone who happens to look exactly like you? Exactly like him? So I was right, it does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see, then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Haha, the case is falling apart now.
Everyone! I brought her!
I brought who?
Wait, you...
Huh?
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
Uh-oh! Uh-oh! What's going on? Uh-oh! What's going on? So there's two Herthas? Oh, so that we got another impersonator here.
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you, too.
A calmer looking Hertha. As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up.
I thought she was a little erratic and kind of jumping to conclusions. So she is the one that was actually committing the murders, huh?
You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies, the dragon Durin. Several hundred years ago, the Dragon of the East, Dvalin, defeated Durin in a battle and, with the help of Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not the true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. My imposter in Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of the Homunculus project. Full Metal Alchemist, am I right?
Homunculus?
Homunculus.
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle.
What?
You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
The two of you look identical, but judging based on demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
Yep, you've been exposed.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles answer first.
Uh-oh, Miles.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused?
Oh, so he's also an imposter too? So we have two?
You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
What is going on?
No, my head. It hurts.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
The scar is right here.
Oh. That's a pretty bad scar. Why the nerves? I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant in the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it. Just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability? Ooh. A powerful life force, an appearance that you can change it. Well, yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Then Miles must be one of them. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Don't tell me the other people in the trial are imposters. Like Donna and Beatrice? Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it because in this network of living beings you serve as the core.
Show us your arm.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Ugh! Have it your way.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Whoa!
Oh, hello.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Okay, this is getting a little out of control. Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
Okay.
After her!
It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk, but before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow civilians. I never used human remains as part of the alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master D-Luke picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Well, that's quite an involved plan. Indeed. Follow me. Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. Hey, we got some monsters in Mondstadt.
How are there monsters in the city?
They're all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not, we've been preparing for this. Monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. So we made preparations for the inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
Top of the city wall. Oh. I was going to take a pee break, but I guess I'll just hold my pee then. Hello.
Master Jean, headquarters should be secure for now.
Hi, Mona.
We responded in time and had enough manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
Good. Our intel suggests the monsters from Dragonstone could be disguised as Mondstadt citizens, so be sure to exercise caution. Oh gosh, she's on voice too. Oh, and my divination revealed that there's also regular people under the influence of some strange power. Not all of them are monsters. Yes, as for those people, the aim is to subdue, not harm. Before you attack, make sure to figure out what you're dealing with.
Understood.
Perfect timing, traveler. I was hoping you three could form a mobile unit to help respond to various threats in the area. It's been a while, traveler. I'm also here to help. Jean and I are going to remain here to monitor the situation. We'll leave the other locations to you. Don't worry, my skygrass doesn't show the slightest chance of failure. Victory will be ours. Venti.
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please. Someone help me. Oh, God. Really, dude?
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens. About time. I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big, it's going to be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble. Just what I wanted to hear.
These two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when we're not here, you know. Monsters are starting to surge in from Dragonspine during the trial. As soon as they became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. Power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones were already been devoured by monsters, who assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives. When their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated 2 who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind the body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second some teeth and bone. Only bodies of Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the petrification of the bodies. Putrefaction of the bodies. We defeated the doppelganger, Wallflower, and Dragonspine. We promised to tell each other a story, remember? You told me the story of a gardener, I remember. I'm glad. Then you remember what I told you about Subject 2 in pursuit of the replaced Subject 1? He transformed the Wallflower into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day. Yes, it would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body in Dragonspine. So you see, at some point, there was something hidden in that hole you found. Ooh. But Durin was becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are bound to fall under Durin's influence, but those effects don't show themselves right away. To the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange. Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Durin's power remains dormant within them until finally it surged to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. If we could face a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash the power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just laze around after promising to help. Use the power of animal to restrain them for now. That should give the knights a chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. The time to activate that thing, right? Yes, so If there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it. There he goes.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear, all units. What's your status?
We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness Traveler Paimon and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot. Alright, now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas. Thanks, friend. May the animal Archon protect you. May I protect you. Hello. I got things covered here. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Get back. Yeah, that was a close one, I suppose. Thanks are in order, Master D-Luke. I appreciate the help. No need, I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Well, let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my ice anyways. Suit yourself. Alright, tell me, when did you notice something was off? The first trial. Because of the fake Hertha? No, because of you. But what did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me, Master D-Luke, when do you think I actually get nervous? Suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. Yeah, on second thought, best not to think about it. Hello.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it! Oh, so sorry. Time for retribution!
Die!
They're over there! D-Luke, Kaya!
If you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
What's the status over here?
All under control. Don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. We don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Blah. Good luck. I want to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Believe me, he had his suspicions since the first trial. So as it didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thanks for trusting me and choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always. We'll see you soon. Of course, stay safe. Alright, let's go. Ah, it's official. Barbara and Rosario? Oh, I have to heal them? CS, Techno, Gaming, bro. Like I have Kaya, Razor, Zhonglin, and Traveler. So I have Zhonglin for sub DPS, but I don't have any DPS character. Which banner should I pull on? I have some 246 pulls to do. Oh? Navia is a good DPS choice for Geo. I think Raiden's on the next banner. That's another choice. Or you could wait for Skirk. So I gotta heal these people?
Let the show begin. Hi. Huh. Oh. Huh. Hi. Huh. Oh. Hi. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Oh. Hi. Yeah. Huh. Oh. Hi. Yeah.
You've been healed. I'm also voiceless. Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out to the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe I could give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front lines, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all this started, but I do know that Master G and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. But I think everyone will be alright. Everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Give me 1 second, guys. Quick bathroom break, and then we will resume. Just you wait. I'll be right back. Alright. Resuming. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? Not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting. So I need to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know that? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine, and he is our authority in that region, so we should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city is going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then who will protect you? Don't worry, I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Yes, of course, coming. Uh-oh. Oh, nice Noel. Bennett. Hey, Amber. They're here. Prepare for battle. On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. Looks like we got 25 hilichurls, 2 blazing axe minichurls, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare mental countermeasures. Roger that.
Providing cover fire.
Hey, go Baron Bunny!
Wow, Amber is actually relevant?
Engaging. Now's our chance.
Let it rain.
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead.
No, that's wonderful.
And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
That's quite a scary thought. I get chills just thinking about it. Monster replacing someone close to you, and you're none the wiser. Don't worry, once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried. Same here. I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know, Amber. Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps, and no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. Sounds like Eula, alright. She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high-profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice, and we needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear. So that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during the mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. This came from Kai and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear at the night's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
6 months ago?
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity. The identity, which is more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait a long time to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we need to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself that she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or it would have been given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise. And if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back, expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut. And be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due. It was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, Traveler. You probably don't know it, but you've been part of the plan since the beginning. Me, but I didn't even know there was a plan. And for that, you have my sincerest apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might sound intuitive, but it did make the plan even stronger. In the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover. Someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return for Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend a trial. I knew your sense of responsibility, a sense of injustice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. Make Hertha Subject 2 has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her, and the perfect time for us to strike. Albedo was right. We were part of the plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep that from you. And please don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. Honorary Knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aww, that means a lot.
In that case, thank you for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. It is us who should be thanking you, Honorary Knight. Well,
wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
I step outside the courtroom and this is the first thing I see. I'm not sure how much more I can take. I'm not brave enough.
Oh, I think you should give yourself more credit. You were brave enough to sit through the trial despite the nature of the allegations.
That takes strength.
Huh.
Sorry.
I think you should give yourself more credit. You were brave enough to sit through the trial despite the nature of the allegations. That takes strength.
Deacon Dahlia, I didn't see you there.
Apologies. Rosaria asked me to come. With Albedo running around protecting the city, she was worried you might be alone. At a time like this, 2 is much better than 1. So let me help.
Oh, thank you. I didn't think Miss Rosaria even remembered me.
Of course she does. She spent all that time monitoring Albedo. It's only natural that she remembers his most dedicated student.
Oh yeah, so after all this, I doubt Mr. Albedo's identity will be a secret, huh? Not to the higher-ups, at least.
As far as I know, he shared that information with close members of his order long before these events.
Huh?
Perhaps I spoke too soon. You do scare easily.
Oh, sorry, I didn't expect Mr. Albedo to just reveal it like that.
I'm sure he felt the time was right. Besides, you know the truth. I know the truth. It doesn't change anything, right?
Mr. Albedo told me in the library a few days ago. I was pretty shocked, but more than that, I was amazed.
Not afraid?
No, not afraid. I trust in knowledge and science, and I trust Mr. Albedo as a person. I just noticed the Deacon. There aren't any wind currents around us.
We lucked out on that front. Otherwise, that conversation would have been for the whole city to hear.
That's how it works. That could have been so embarrassing. Hello. It's you.
Trooper Call. It's you. Burst forward.
You're in for a little shock.
Moment of birth. Come into being. Burst forward. Live.
Hello. And she's on voice. Phew, it's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? Haha, no. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. My old professor even wrote about me that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. Natural for a student to inherit her teacher's ways, after all, and mine was a gentle old man from the Spotamod school. So you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution. So gentle, even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. What's a good move about every once in a while?
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Okay.
Take flight!
Transfixed.
Looks like there's some places on fire. Don't worry, we'll find somewhere for you to stay out of harm's way. Oh. We saved somebody. Uh-oh.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Rip Clee. I've never seen Eula this frazzled before.
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region, and is there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Just tell us. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Clea is...
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Uh-oh. Alright, fighting first. Conversation later.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Clea.
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
Those bombs. I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated.
And Clea is on voice.
Vengeance will be mine. Crush.
We won! Great work, Clea. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time, too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
Yep. No problem. Just leave it to Clea. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Clea heard you went camping for a few days, and these monsters followed you back home.
Camping? Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right, so I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula will be grateful if you escorted her back to the headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
It would be an honor. Clee will do her best. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? Good, our preparations paid off. The injuries were few and far between. I have a full record here. Wonderful, I'll review it in a bit. Everyone alright?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back. Keep up. Miss Eula safe the whole way. That's amazing, Clee. Eula's lucky to have you. Looks like we're missing a few. We're back, Master Jean. Mission complete. Good to have you back safe and sound. Great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. You made it possible, Master Jean. It was a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. Well, but I believe you deserve one the most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Ah, yes, of course. We can still talk back at headquarters. Mitchell, or Traveler and Paimon should be there too. Right, everyone who has finished their work should head back to the quarters or to the church to get some rest. Want to come with us, Clee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies. Yes, yes. I feel like I missed some stuff. Hi, everyone. Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh well, wait, does that mean you saw me running for my life? No apologies. Just forget everything. I said anything. Just kidding, but you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Any notable information on the wind? Of course. I was out in the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on an anxious voice and a child's anger. Theron has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing Subject 2's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child. One of her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found the fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine and, dare I say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I'll be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to complete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Durin still lacked sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling, it's close. Uh-huh. I'm just phoning here to make your report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
So during the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of the patrol's post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
Good. No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction, and why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. Uh-oh. There were a lot of changes there in the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well, because you're under Dern's influence, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Uh-oh. Surrounded. Don't move. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. You'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. The hunger of many. Alright, the others are looking after her phone. Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is more of a personal project. I consulted Venti about the possibility of calling the Tripariet conference, whatever. Yes, that's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varka came up with the idea a few years ago. I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I had known any different, I thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
No, I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either. Oh. He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity, so whatever age that is. Indeed. Maybe the Tripartite conference is gathering at 3 parties. The Hexen Circle, the Animal Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights of and Church of Favonius. Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages. Oh, that's Barka. Barka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely, in that Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and I have a request of my own. I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would? Of course, Traveler, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Yep. Just watch and learn. Okay, I think this should do it. Dodo.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Hey, is that Varka? Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
It is Varka. Varka? Grandmaster? Oops, I put the wrong number. Sorry, Varka, you're probably busy right now.
Considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
What? Yes, well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time, that's it.
Alright, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Oh. Don't tell me you hid it beneath the great tree of wind rays. That seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
Oh, it's Alice. Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine, it's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the whatever conference? I give up. I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, Captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented. Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no, but in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Be right where? Here? As in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
Oh, hi, Alice. Well, sort of Alice. Hello, Aunt Alice. I see you turn yourself into a giant Dodoko.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Oh, we gotta go up there.
I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice. We're set up. There's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. You did so much for us time, Lord Barbados. I don't even know how to thank you. Don't thank me, please. It makes it seem like I'm useless the rest of the time. No, that's not what I meant. An Archon has their own calculations. Who am I to question their wisdom? Okay, now you give me too much credit. I'm not the most proactive Archon. You have your own hard work to thank for this result. I want our friends the honorary knight in Paimon, of course. I'm worried about Albedo's plan. I can't help it. I have full confidence in his abilities. It's just an instinctual response. And in it, if he sets his mind to something, I know he can succeed. I trust him. Now that's good to hear. Man. I hope the VAs come back soon. Please and thanks. Because man, is that hurting this game right now.
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
Oh my gosh, it's the mini Durin. Hey, not so... Oh my gosh, the mini Durin is unvoiced as well?
Mini Durin? What are you doing here?
Well, actually, dang it. Why is he unvoiced too? I've been kind of helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. You were there? Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Where's Wanderer? Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off to the festival for a bit, even though I couldn't fly. I couldn't play the games because of all the people. I still had a lot of fun. That's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I'm going to replace the Durin and Dragonspine. I'm going to be the one who is revived and brought into this world.
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Sorry, I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Oh, really? Human transmutation, so you're Albedo's intended subject. Yes, he's been working on that for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
I don't know if want is the right word. I don't even know if there is a right answer in this situation like this. But I do know this, I just have as much right to this name. I don't want to lose the other Durin. Becoming human isn't as simple as changing form. I know, Albedo talked to me about that. He said the Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive, almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what I'll look like if it can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, there is never really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kinds of questions are normal. We're just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning, and suppressing an evil dragon becoming human both sound pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry, no one is forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the Mage's approval.
Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of the same boat, you know? Albedo told me he's the something synthetic human. And if this works, I'll be one too. We will be the only two of our kind in the whole world. Alchemical reasons allowed me to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species, then there's only one other person like me in this world. Guess that makes us family?
Definitely. You've just got to trust one another. Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hat Guy know about this?
Oh yeah, Hat Guy. Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fulfill this duty. He didn't try to stop me, just told me to get a move on then. Sounds like him. And say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course, but excited too. Anyway, I'm really glad I got to talk to you at a time like this. I feel a lot better now, so thanks. Oh my gosh. Feeling a little nervous, but also kind of excited. A strange feeling. Never felt anything like this. But don't worry, I can cope. I gotta do my best to stay in a good frame of mind so that Albedo's plan can succeed. Alright. Where do I go? Mate, do I go here? Oh, hello. Cannot be changed during the Hexen Circle's trial. Please choose a suitable. Recommended Hydro and Cryo. Which I have Farina and Ayaka. That can work, I think. No, we're in the Imaginarian Theater.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
So no unspoken rules to be aware of. I don't want to unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
A lot has happened in the city today. If she left, there would really be no one around to lead the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
I'll go right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin and Dragonspine.
Oh?
But I'd also like to request some alchemical regions from the Hexen Circle.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First, that would be the flesh of the immortal monster from the Mare Jivari. What the? What? What? Excuse me, what? First would be the flesh of the immortal monster from the Mare Jivari. That immortal monster. What immortal monster? Also, when are we going to the Mare Jivari? Please and thanks.
Interesting. What else?
What is this? What immortal monster? The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother, Rhine-daughter.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Correct. Duran's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died, which means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennia, but the day will come. I've spent years investigating in Dragonspine, so I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He has already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt in less than half of his original strength. At less than half of his original strength. No telling how dire the consequences would be if he ever regained his full life force. Hence, if we want to be free of the dangers posed by his blood and limitless vitality, we must find a way to eliminate Duran entirely. Unfortunately, Duran is a special entity, and even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all, because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Klee and I visited a fairy tale world called Simulanka. Simulanka mentioned. It was created by mages from the Hexen Circle, so I'm sure you know of it.
Of course. It was even the home of one of M's children, the other Oh, I see.
It was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Duran would return to life one day. That experience inspired me. I met the pure soul M that created and knew it wanted to change Duran's fate so he could be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul will come from the fairy tale dragon of Simulanka, the blood of the original dragon's heart, and the monster remnants from the Mare Jivari, and the embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. Yeah, Mare Jivari. I can't believe that's being brought up here. So why are we gonna actually go there? No, I don't know anymore. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of the monster remnants will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide. In an alchemical setting, the results are sure to be nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you see that as a bad thing, Aunt Alice?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating. In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexen Circle's trial.
I see. I understand. I figured something like this might happen, which is why I asked Traveler to come along. Wait, I'm joining you in this thing? You're not even going to try to talk me into it? I can think of no better partner for such an endeavor.
So you know our tricks, huh?
And Alice has always loved a spectacle. Any chance to witness friends coming together to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What? Why?
The Hexen Circle trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Make a formal request. Will you go through this trial with me? Of course, let's do this. You ready? Just about.
My dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Oh, hello. Oh, we became small. It's certainly in keeping with the Hecken Zero's modalities. We've been shrunken down to chess piece size.
Whoa, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
We'll try. What is it? Nothing, it's just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual now that I'm this size. She's always so energetic and lively. Nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry, I'll be back. You'll be back with her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
And Alice, did you realize that you'd be personally conducting this trial?
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
Alright, let's do this.
My apologies.
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking. Coming to be. Clouds high, feel this ancient power.
No!
May I present?
Feel this ancient power. Witness my rise. Laid bare. Moment of birth. Coming to be.
Yoo-hoo! Take flight.
I'm flying.
Witness my great undertaking.
My apologies.
Witness my great undertaking.
Overruled. Whirling snow.
You should present a united front.
Witness my great undertaking. Live.
Kamisato art. Sometsu. My apologies.
Moment of birth.
I got an achievement. Now we did it.
It had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
No, wait.
Well done. But this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial.
Okay, never mind there. It's not over yet.
Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
That's pretty cool. Imaginary theater thing.
The trial awaits.
Alright, here we go.
Only by turning the world on its head can we see its true colors. So it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom the moment they gained lands with which to ride. So, in the spirit of Rheingold, I surprise for no need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me, Barbalon. Just some pomp and ceremony. Oh, Albedo, you're always so charming and delightful. Unlike my own student.
Come as a being, feel the same shit power.
My power is immense.
Just don't get stuck in the barrel.
Feel the same shit power.
That reminds me of the ballet twins from Zenless Zone Zero.
Into the wind. Moment of birth.
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me,
My apologies.
darling.
Laid to bear. This is where.
Ow! A little too
Into the wind. Moment of birth.
And now, a towering return to form!
May I present? Embrace the ice.
Oh no! Sorry, my dear.
Oh no!
Moment of birth.
Blundering oaf! You're ruining the show!
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Transfixed!
Witness my great undertaking.
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me, my darling.
One will burst forth.
Ow! A little too toasty.
Witness my great undertaking.
The final act.
Gotcha. We win.
Yes, very well done.
We did it.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game,
Yep.
be my guest.
Mona.
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie? You'll have to forgive Barbalov. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual. Barbie was satisfied with your victory. And so am I. Congratulations to you both.
Well, thank you.
You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I? Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Felt pretty good to beat the trial. Once you rested up, let me know when you're free. We'll head to Dragon's Spine.
To deal with the Dragon of Dragon's Spine, right?
Indeed, the sooner we deal with Durin, the better.
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Alright, the sooner, the better.
Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. Paimon's hands are turning to ice. You sure? Is it warm in there?
Ah, yes, this area. We arrived. Sorry, Paimon. I have to get to work now.
Still beating away after all this time.
Do it to me, you two. Stay on guard. Uh-oh, here we go.
May Paimon ask a question?
You may.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
From an alchemical perspective, we're both artificial creations, but biologically speaking, we have no relation whatsoever, so I'd say we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons then.
It's not so much the matter of preference, rather, as things stand, I would say I belong to the class of human, be a unique category thereof. And then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. I am perhaps the most unique among humans, in that I am the only one of my kind, so soon will be another just like me, assuming this alchemical project proves successful. I believe many Durin already told you of his intent to replace the Durin of Dragon's Spine. After my conversation with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. It's a fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one, but I understand why he came to that decision. Do you see this as an act of creation? Well, understood in the broadest sense, this project deals with both the past and the future. It stands as to profoundly impact many lives. That primarily is what makes it worthwhile. Helping many Durin become who he wants to be is secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivation are nothing to be so grand and meaningful. I'm just pursuing something I believe in. It is my view to cultivate life which the world cannot generate endogenously, as they cultivate the world itself. Whoever aids life in attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It's not the question of whether this ought to be done or not, merely whether I wish to. The alchemical enterprise is concerned with deciphering and comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, it is not to say that this is just a science we're doing. Anything that Vexmon said I approached first and foremost was a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does that answer your question satisfactorily? Well, no, thank you. It's dead. Finished.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
The whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I just remove the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. This time, Durin's body should finally die for good.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
The Knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry, creating a new Durin through alchemy are one and the same thing. Armed with this heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all these issues in one go. Wow. It's actually finally dead. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for accompanying me.
Pleasure. We sure learned a lot.
Onset's a lively place during the Wimbledon Festival. You should take a look around and pick out some nice souvenirs for yourself.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Wimbledon star is gonna be this time. Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Wimbledon Festival?
I'm sure we'll find out on the day of. Alright, 2 days later.
The Wimbledon Festival is about to begin. Let's go check it out.
At 2 in the morning? Okay. Why not?
Overruled.
Hold on. Alright. Actually, you know what? Let's speed this up. Man, this Archon quest is actually longer than I was expecting it to be. As you all know, during this year's Wimbledon Festival, the people of Monza have banded together to defeat several waves of monsters that tried to invade our city. Accordingly, we would like to award the title of Wimbledon Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the defense operation. And this is someone who may not look as a strong warrior, but whose keen insights played a vital role in gaining control over the conflict. His words and songs always have a way of lifting people's spirits, and they're a great support to us all. Venti? Give us a round of applause. This Wimbledon Star Venti the Bard.
Amazing!
Oh, no way, you're gonna really pick me? Why not? You're the perfect person for the job. Alright, does this mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern? I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Wimbledon Star. If you'd like, we can even take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd. In that case, let's just swap out the speech for a song. Everyone, the best bard in the land is about to give his performance, so don't go away. Gather around and lend me your ears. Oh. Well, I'm not singing that. Let it be silent. Oh, never mind. Fireworks. Albedo. Oh, hello. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Here we go. Oh, is it a transmutation circle? Because Earth flowing water. Oh, hello. All right, here we go. Hello. Little did they know. Minnie Duran is now human. Not bad, right? Hello? Oh, whoa. Hello. Will he be playable? Maybe playable someday?
Albedo, how did everything go?
Very smoothly, I'd say. We've achieved our goal.
Really? So Minnie Duran looks like a human now?
Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him more time. Incredible work, Albedo. I'll graciously accept a compliment. And it really is rather remarkable what we've accomplished.
So, how do you feel right now?
Quite good. I did what I set out to do, and I achieved a personal goal. I think even she would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it.
She?
My master and mother, Gold Rhine-daughter. Long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with the instruction to complete the task of monumental importance to find the truth of the world. I had a theory about what she meant, and in time I was able to corroborate it. Sure enough, finding the truth of this world basically stood for getting a life. Oh wow. That might be easy for most people, but for someone like me, it meant doing a lot of learning about a lot of things. I had to find out about myself and the world around me, get to know me, and get to know other people. Life is the space that exists between me and the world. To become truly human, I had to inhabit that space. So for an artificial human, finding a life is, in some sense, equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves.
Imagine, or being alive is just existing, but having a life is what makes you truly human. I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. So I found this whole series of events that given me a new inspiration. Becoming human is only the beginning. What follows is the choices a human has to make in life, as well as the kind of family bonds they will form. Most people would probably see the events of the past few days as something out of a nightmare, but for me it was just part of my family's life. I fear that the carefree existence my brother enjoyed thus far, then I'll come to an end. Just like me, he will have to step into the world and face the same constraints as everyone else.
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Well, I suppose we get it from our mother. She's highly unusual. There are all kinds of families in the world. Some base their life around family store, others around the farm. My family, I suppose, we tend to flower beds, and now I'm a gardener too. That's one way to put it. As long as you feel like you've gained something from the experience. Master never showed her face, but if the Harkson Circle knows what I've done, that means she knows as well, and gave her approval. It's devouring the various. It seems she has found a modicum of peace. And if so, I'm truly happy for her. She didn't always have the penchant for madness, you know.
Devouring Nefarious? What's Nefarious?
Uh-oh, here we go. The name of the ruler of life.
What?
What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, what? Alice told me about it a long time ago, but it came as no surprise. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. As for the ruler of life, all I truly know is Nefarious is not gone. Instead, because of Master's actions, she and Nefarious are now one. Excuse me? case, thank you so much for your help during this ordeal and for choosing to stand by my side through it all.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
That's scary. I took the words right out of my mouth. Can you say that means more than I can say? I'll make sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back to Master Jean.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report.
Thank you. I'll get going.
Wow, this Wimbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference.
I think there's something crawling around in there, FYI.
Alright, you're good. Certain evidence.
Oh, great.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. If the Wimbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Wimbloom gonna be?
Want to take a guess?
Venti, you're back.
I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom, now could I? What do you think? The Cecilia? It's quite fitting. True feelings of the prodigal son. Sentiment as sweet and warm as a gentle spring breeze. Perfect for the season. Give me your hand, huh? The mages are very pleased with you and Albedo. Managed to pass their trial. Albedo, see the materials he sought. So you deserve something in return as well. What's up?
Nothing, don't worry about me.
Excellent, I want you to have this. Contains something entirely one of a kind. Secret of sorts. When time is right, it will reveal itself to you, so no need to open it right away.
Wow, a gift and a mystery all in one. The mages sure love their secrets, huh?
According to the sender, you are probably the only person who could make use of something like this. So I suppose it belongs with you. Alright, thanks. Oh well, all I did was deliver it, so it goes through great lengths through this whole ordeal, so I suppose the reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Really? I'll hold you to that, you know. No going back on your word.
Of course, Dad. Let's go to the tavern right now.
I'm using my ears. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I was just... Alright, good night.
Night. Trap still out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something in it.
Huh?
There's nothing in it.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Alright, good night.
Night. Music to my ears. I'm so happy I could fly. It's like this festival is made for me or something. When no love remains for all the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. That should be it. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free. Though shadows are so cold, he sought the wisdom untold, chasing the fragrance the wind only knows. Thus wishfulness waned and faded into night as he stepped from the darkness into the light. That's it. Dang. Ah, man. Guess more on Durin later? Alrighty, well. That pretty much is a wrap for tonight's stream. I went on longer. This was actually longer than I was expecting it to be. Alright guys, we're going to end the stream here, so I don't think anybody's here anymore, but, well, it was fun. We'll be doing this again tomorrow. I guess technically today now that it's like 1 p.m. where I'm at, but we're 1 a.m., excuse me. So we'll do it. Ascafia's story quest at 8 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. So yeah. Anyways, guys, we've wrapped things up. So if you're someone that's still here, thank you so much for joining. Have a good day or night, Rurette, and I'll see you all later. Bye now.